We going live. We here. What's going on, my people? It's all black everything, and I am your host, Mr. Automatic Get 'em, aka Frank Gates, aka Baraji Bakari Haki. Eee! Check it out. We're doing it. We going from the phone today, and this is all black everything. Once again, we gonna check out what voodoo is. West African voodoo. And this is according to Wikipedia. Here we go. Voodoo, meaning spirit of the Fan, Gun, Goon, Iwe languages pronounced voodoo with a nasal high tone U, also spelled voodoo, 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 etc. It is a religion practiced by the Aja, Ewe, and the Fan people of Benin, Togo, Ghana, and Nigeria. It is distinct from the various traditional African religions in the interiors of these countries and is the main source of religions with similar names found among the African diasporas in the Americas, such as Haitian Voodoo, Louisiana Voodoo, Cuban Voodoo, Dominican Voodoo, and Brazilian Voodoo, Cambele Jeje, Cambele Jeje, Candombele Jeje, and Tambor Demina. And goes on to say, at the 10th Jubilee Conference of the Junior Theologians and Doctoral Students that took place on 28th February and March 1st, 2020 in Eager, Hungary, Adechina Samson Takbe gave a lecture on the topic West African Voodoo cult and Christian liturgy, comparison in a Christian perspective, according to him. Voodoo cult, quote, Voodoo cult is monotheistic, polylatric, excuse me. That means there are many different meditations, cults around and a single recognized God. The guiding principle of the voodoo cult is what you want to do to the inaccessible God, do to the voodoo or spirits. They are his representatives and will give report to him on your behalf. Voodoo cult is set on the background of a dialectical pantheism. That means everything is included in God and has their being in him. However, there is a strict distinction between God and the creatures. The cult aims at capturing all visible and invisible forces in order to bring everything into harmony and strengthen the vital force. Most of the components of the Christian liturgy can find their corresponding elements in the voodoo cult. Fa oracle and interpretations versus Christian liturgy and the word presentation of the offspring versus Christian offertory, rite of Kahlua nuts versus Christian communion, blessing of the Bokonon voodoo priests versus priestly blessings, chants and dances to the praise of God or the deities versus Christian praises. The sacraments and sacramentals also find their similarities in the voodoo cult. First step step of the initiation ritual. Excuse me. Let me do that again. First step of the initiation ritual versus baptism. Complementary initiation stages versus confirmation, reconciliation celebrations, and cleansing rites versus penance, traditional care versus Christian anointing of the sick, ritual marriage versus church wedding, Voodoo priesthood versus Christian priesthood, amulets versus sacramentals, etc. Nevertheless, due to the fundamental differences, the aim here is not to compare or equate the two rites or cults. Each is unique in its own way and has its profound meaning in its context, especially for its particular adherents. It is therefore a question of examining if these similarities can inspire to provide the basis for a fruitful enculturation, which, on the basis of innovation, hermetic, hermeneutics makes their differences obvious, and at the same time lays bare the fertile, excuse me, bridge between them. So that's a little bit on voodoo, the so-called cult, according to Wikipedia. And we doing all everything black on this channel. And that was a little bit on voodoo. So go ahead and check it out. Do your Google research or do your Google search and do some research. You know what I'm saying? Perhaps purchase a book or two about the voodoo so you can learn what it really is versus what it's made out to be. Now let's go. Peace and love, y'all. All black everything.